Hi, I'm Jerry McDaniel. I'm a heterogeneous artist, meaning I do all kinds of things, anything that can be creative, from painting to illustration to graphic design for all kinds of products and all kinds of clients. And in the mid-60s, I had come to the conclusion after quite a few years of doing Pan American Airlines and intercontinental hotels that they were all black and white drawings, and I felt that my color was suffering terribly. And so I decided to take a course at the New York School of Social Research, which was an experimental workshop taught by Angelo Savelli, who is considered the great white-on-white painter. And he did beautiful stuff. And Angelo was only there for a year, I believe, and at the beginning of class you had to bring something of your work into the second class and show him what you were working on at that particular point. So I came in with this painting about 4 feet square, 4 by 5, something like that, and it was like a big Saarinen table, circular thing with this bottom sort of thing on it, like a real Saarinen table, because I had Saarinen furniture. And on this I drew I think it was kind of like a fish with wings or something like that. And he looked at it and says, "Oh, that's very pseudo-Picasso." So I decided at that particular point, we're getting interference here, right? So anyway, next week class came in. I came in with a 1-gallon bucket of my favorite color, which was at that particular time was
Yellow, Madrid yellow.
Madrid yellow. Thank you for telling me. Madrid yellow. And I in turn opened up the can of paint, laid the canvas on the floor, and poured the paint all over the picture. And Savelli said, "You know, you've given that as a gift to somebody." And I said, "Picasso's so Picasso, let Picasso be Picasso." I said, "I'm me," and I painted it all out flat. And when it dried, I came back in and I did my first beginning of a typographic treatment in an abstract way. And at the end of that semester, Savelli left and went to Philadelphia to teach there at a school. And a new person came in, and that was Henry Pearson. And Henry Pearson was considered the artist of his work was psychedelic in a sense. Psychedelic is not the right word, but it's in that sense it had a color contrast that was very vibrant. And so Henry and I got along very, very well. In fact, at the end of the semester, Henry gave me a scholarship. So for the next year and a half, I was on scholarship at the School for Social Research. I did a lot of paintings, a lot of nice things. And then Henry approached me and said, "How would you like to try for a Fulbright?" At that particular point, the commercial art was really starting to kick up again. And I was a little bit frightened of the idea of doing a Fulbright, because I thought a Fulbright you had to know a foreign language and you had to travel to another country, and at that particular point I had a wife and a child, and it was just something I didn't think would work. So I turned him down. I regret that very much. I think it would have been fun to experience a Fulbright and what I could have done with it.
What about the spheres and Henry Pearson?
Well, that was something later. I had done a project and I don't think Henry saw this project. What I did was, I did a series of, I had an illness, and the illness was called histoplasmosis, which usually affects the lungs. But in my case, it affected the eyes. And in one of Henry's classes, everybody came in and did something different. It was off the wall, crazy, anything. The girl came in with a steering wheel of a car, an old steering wheel. And she had this big piece of mylar, and which was plastic, was like a piece of flexible glass. And she's now cutting it up and trying to wrap it around the steering wheel, but she's not having much luck with it. And she said, and I said, "What is that?" And she said, "That's mylar." I said, "Where did you get it?" She said, "Down on Canal Street at one of the plastic works." So I went down there. I bought a big sheet of it, came back, and I had a very good day. I hired a model, had her do some dancing,